honor of my old line name, I decided to go hunting in the 100K collection for some cool books. Stay tuned to see what I found. Regie here, and I want to welcome you to another one of my videos. In this video, we are going to take a look at some cool books that I managed to find in the 100K collection. And I will tell you, some of these books were ones that I was looking for a different video, but could not find them until today. And so we are going to rip through them. I purposefully went into the 100K collection hoping to find some Hellraiser books. After all, that was my line name from back in the day. And I have seen these books in the 100K collection before, but was not able to find them. So I am not very happy about that, but I did manage to find some other cool books in the collection. I think most people know that there's been a lot of talk and excitement around Constantine as a character, so I decided while I was on the hunt to look for some Constantine related books. So I want to show you some of what I managed to find. The very first book that I'll show you is this one right here. This is John Constantine Hellblazer issue number 19, and this is the second appearance of Dream outside of the Sandman series. Really cool book right here. Cool cover. A lot of really cool covers came out of DC around this time, so wanted to make sure I showed you guys that. I looked in 3 different bins trying to find issue number 1 and wasn't able to find it, but I did manage to find a healthy portion of the run from like 4 all the way up to maybe 200 or something like that. Like a lot of Hellblazer books. Next up is Hellblazer issue number 27. And this is a cool book because the creative team behind the aforementioned Sandman actually guest starred on this book. So this one is written by Neil Gaiman. So cool book, I thought, because of that connection. Here is issue number 41, and this one is cool because it is the first U.S. work by Garth Ennis. So I thought that that was a really cool thing to showcase. But this book also is where we learn that John Constantine, a chain smoker, has lung cancer. So I wanted to make sure I showed that one. Next up, we have Saga of the Swamp Thing, and this is a cameo appearance of John Constantine. I have a healthy number of these in the 100K collection, but again, decided to show you all this one. This is not one that I found today. I found this many moons ago, but wanted to show it in this video. My first appearance of John Constantine is actually off at CGC. Fingers crossed will come back at a 9.6 or higher, but we shall see. While we're on this whole thing of John Constantine, I pulled this one out. This is a Swamp Thing issue number 50, and this is the first unofficial appearance of the Justice League Dark team, of which John Constantine is a part of. I found a lot of copies of this in the collection, so I wanted to make sure that I showed you all that. While we're on the theme of hell, I found these books today. They were in a box of all polybagged books. I don't know that I saw these in there before, so definitely a cool find. This is Ghost Rider issue number 31, and this is the first full appearance of the Midnight Suns, again featuring characters that are associated with hell. So I found 2 additional copies of this. I found a lot of copies of this in the 100K collection, but 2 more just located today. While I was digging around, I decided to again keep with this theme. This is Lucifer. Lucifer issue number 1. A couple of copies of this are in the 100K collection, and this is the first solo appearance, or first solo title featuring Lucifer. And I ended up pulling out the very last, the Alpha and the Omega, sticking with the Greek theme. This is issue number 75 of Lucifer. Not a whole lot of action happening with this particular title, but the Alpha and the Omega were 2 books that I at least wanted to showcase. So right now I want to take a little bit of a hard turn. As I alluded to at the start of the video, while I was hunting, I found some books that I was on the lookout for before and could not find them. But today I managed to find them, and these books are all associated with Rob Liefeld. This first book is Hawk and Dove issue number 1. And this is a Rob Liefeld cover. I also believe that he did the interior pages for this as well. Very, very early on in Rob Liefeld's career, he signed on to do this 5-issue miniseries for DC, and I think I have all 5 of them in the collection, but I thought that this was a really cool book that I wish I had been able to find for the previous video, but wanted to showcase nevertheless in this one. Surprisingly, I did not have a copy of this next book in my collection, and I was pleased to have found it in the 100K collection. Again, this is a book that I was hunting for a previous video. Prophet issue number 1. For some reason or another, I did not have this in my original collection from my childhood, but I'm pleased to have been able to find at least a single copy of Prophet number 1. Again, a book, a character that is associated with Rob Liefeld. And to that point, I also found issue number 2, another book that is done by Rob Liefeld. And this is book, like many other Rob Liefeld covers, have been showcased in a lot of videos, and I should also say critiqued in a lot of videos as well. So definitely, again, a cool book to have found. And we're going to just end on a completely just different note. This is a book that has nothing to do with Hale or Rob Liefeld. It is, however, a book that I've been hunting for a while. I just thought it would be cool to find it in the collection, and I managed to do that. This is the first issue of Astro City. I have never read Astro City, but I have a lot of this title in the collection, and I, again, thought it would be really cool if I was able to locate issue number 1, and we managed to do that today. I think Alex Ross did maybe the covers and maybe some of the inside panels, but I need to confirm that. Again, just a really cool book, Astro City. So there you go. That is essentially my most recent hunt into the 100K collection. I hope that you all enjoyed this video, and if you did, I certainly want to encourage you to hit the thumbs up button. If for some reason or another you have not subscribed to the channel, I definitely want to encourage you to do that. Go ahead and tap the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and that way you won't miss out on any of the content that I release. You can certainly also join me on Instagram and also on the Discord server. If you need to reach out to me, feel free to do so on Instagram at Regie Collects. Take care.